believe in anything I say. No, don't go believing me. No, don't listen to me. Don't take any notice. Don't listen to anything that I say. Thank you.
And I've spelt out the ways in which we might think of doing that, but it's not for steps 2 and 3.
Now, the number 23 has come up about psychological things. And we've also got the Th3rty, that little fun group who think they know everything.
But there are basically 3 ingredients to your COVID certification, or 3 ways. But there are basically 3 ingredients to your COVID certification, or 3 ways that you can give reassurance to others if you go to a big mass event, and or ways you can that people can be assured that the people in the room don't have the risk of spreading COVID. And the number one is your immunity. So if you had the virus before in the last, or certainly in the last 6 months, you'll have the antibodies. So if you had the virus before in the last, or certainly in the last 6 months, you'll have the antibodies. So if you had the virus before in the last, or certainly in the last 6 months, you'll have the antibodies. Number 2, obviously, is vaccination status. 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 But number 3 is testing, and testing really is valuable. 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 I've been talking about this for a long time, but the NHS, as you know, is now offering free lateral flow tests. So I do think that they are for asymptomatic people as for asymptomatic people as for asymptomatic people as for asymptomatic people as well. I do think that they're an important part of the way forward. But I want to stress that there are complicated ethical and practical issues, as I think I said last time, raised by the idea of COVID status certification, because for vaccination, using vaccination alone.
Yeah, using vaccination alone. Yeah, the dangling carrot. Just as one silly person went and stuck it on the news in the US, how they're trying to use it as a dangling carrot.
Just because, after all, many people will be, for one reason or another, unable to get a vaccine for medical reasons, for instance, or perhaps because they're pregnant or whatever. So you've got to be very careful in how you handle this. And
what about not getting it because half of what you're saying is bullshit, you're lying, and we know about it? Shut the fuck up.
We thought, and I was a great believer, and still am, in the virtues of testing as a way through, because I could see this thing would keep going for a long time. So I think that's the most stunning thing about the last year. But I want to stress that we're some way off finalising any plans for COVID certification in the UK. Thank you all very much.
You just had to fucking put that in, didn't you, you dick?